Hey everyone, in this video we are going to see how to send an email through Amazon SES SMTP service, and in this video we are going to see how we can do this using Cloudshell. So we have a Cloudshell. If you click on this button over here, it's going to open up the Cloudshell, and once you do that, this is what's going to open up. After this, you need to add your you have to type the command AWS configure, and this is going to ask your account access key and the secret key, and you need to also put the region, right? So right now I'm in US East 1, and I've taken my account access key and secret key, and I've already configured. Once that is done, we need to create our email identity. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, if you see, I'm already in the sandbox. So since because I've already done the verification and everything, so we have this. So what we need to do first is we have to type in a command AWS SESV2 hyphen not hyphen create identity hyphen email identity, and the email with from where you want to send the emails. Okay, in this case it's my personal email ID. Once I type this, uh, I'm going to get an email which will do the verification for me, and then you will be entered in the sandbox the way I am right now. Okay, since I've already done this, I'm not going to do it again, but this is how it works. The next thing is, if you want to see whether it was verified or not, what you can do is type the same command and change this to get. So if I do this now, I get this particular output which says success, true, and everything. So if you get this output, it means your email ID identity was verified and it's all good. Okay. So the next thing that you need to do is you have to create your security credentials. So you come on the SMTP settings, click on create SMTP, and that's going to open up a new page. Once you click on create new user, you will be prompted with a new key, and you need to download the CSV file. Okay, so if I click on create new user, it's going to create this particular username and password, and you have to download this. So I don't want to use this. I'll still download this. I don't want to use this. I'll use the previously SMTP credentials, or we can use this one as well. Okay, and this is the username. I go back to my SMTP, and this is my SMTP protocol endpoint that I need to take care of. You need to check whether you get this or not, right? So this is what you have to set up. Right? Let's clear my Cloud Shell, and now what you need to do is you also need to, since we are in the sandbox, what you need to do is you also need to verify the recipient email as well. So just click on the upper arrow and change this particular command, and change the email to the recipient address as well, where you want to send the email. Okay, so that's the command, and change that. So you'll get another email verification link on the other email, and you have to verify that as well. Okay, now you have two email ID verified, and you need to see whether you can send an email from one to other or not. Okay, now what we are going to do is we need to use OpenSSL. So I'm going to copy paste a command using this particular endpoint. So this is one of the command, and if you click yes, and this is the endpoint which is already over here, which you got already, right? So if you click enter, you get this particular 250 OK as your verification that the response was coming. Right now, this is around 10 seconds, and after that it will time out. Okay. Now, before we go ahead, you have already downloaded the SMTP credentials in your you have it in your CSV file. What you need to do is you need to write two commands, which I'm going to show right now. So here, if you replace the username with the username in the credentials file that you just downloaded for the SMTP one, you will get an output, and you need to copy the decoded base 64 username in some place which I'm going to use after this. And once with the same thing, you have a password as well, right? So when you enter this, you'll get another password which is a decoded base 64 password, and note that as well. Okay, once that is done, I'm going to show one code snippet or instruction or command snippet on the screen right now, which you need to make sure you have it. And once you do that, you can send an email. Okay, so this is the command that you need to put. So if you see over here, that's the username, and if you see over here, this is the password which we did with echo-n password base 64 mail from, and this particular email ID you need to put, and you can write whatever subject that you want to. And this is from AWS. I'll just say demo. Send email AWS demo. I'll change this also. Demo, right? And once I do this, you have to copy this. Once that is copied, and go to your command, your Cloudshell again, click the open arrow key, and you have already copied, so you have 10 seconds of time limit to put your email content in this particular Cloudshell. Okay, so if I click on enter, click enter, click paste, say paste, and now you got this authentication successful and data, and you have the 250. Okay, now when you go to an email, so if you see, this is the email that I just sent, which I've received from the Cloudshell using the SES SMTP. Right? So that's how you do it here. And if you go over here, it will say how much you have emails sent. So I did it right now, so this will change. And we're in the sandbox. That's why we have to verify our recipient as well, like from and to both email addresses, and with the commands. So I will put the text that you need to copy paste in the PowerShell here in the description below. You can use that, and make sure you put the username and password which is decoded to base 64 using the echo username -n base 64 command. Right, that's how you do it. And we can make this better by using an AWS Lambda function where you write boto3 Python in Python using a boto3 library and send an email with SES. That is also possible. For this video, it was through SMTP and through Cloudshell, where you can send an email from one email to another recipient email. That's it for this video. If you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe.